Some stories just feel like they're pulled straight out of a blockbuster movie. We're talking a priceless treasure, a world war, Nazi looters, and a mystery that has baffled historians and treasure hunters for, well, over 75 years. So let's get into one of history's greatest unsolved heists.
And that's really the heart of it, isn't it? Because the Amber Room wasn't just some fancy room. It was considered by many to be the eighth wonder of the world. And then, in the absolute chaos of 1945, it just vanished.
So to really get why people have dedicated their entire lives to finding this thing, to understand what a huge loss this was, we first have to appreciate what was lost. Let's build the legend of this incredible work of art. Okay, I want you to forget about an amber necklace or a little statue. We are talking about an entire room, over 590 square feet, where the walls were made of more than 6 tons of perfectly carved amber panels. And behind them, gold leaf and mirrors. The whole thing was designed to literally glow from the inside out. So what's 6 tons of amber artistry worth? Well, today's estimates put the value at over $500 million. But honestly, to art historians, it's just priceless. This isn't just a lost artifact, it's one of the most valuable lost treasures in all of human history. Let's look at how this all played out. It all starts in 1701 in Prussia, but its most famous home, where it really became legendary, was in Russia. See, in 1716, it was given as a gift to Tsar Peter the Great, basically to seal an alliance. For almost 200 years, it was the absolute crown jewel of the Catherine Palace, until 1941, when the story takes a very, very dark turn. This quote just nails the magic of it. I mean, can you imagine standing inside, surrounded by candlelight, bouncing off the gold and shining through the amber? It would have been this completely immersive, breathtaking experience. It really shows what we lost, not just something valuable, but a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. All right, now we get to the heart of the mystery. World War II explodes across Europe, and the German army is pushing towards St. Petersburg, which was called Leningrad back then. And the people at the palace, they knew the Amber Room was in serious danger. The curators actually tried to hide it. They wallpapered over the panels, but the amber was just too old and fragile to move safely. But the Nazis, who claimed it was lost German art anyway, knew exactly what they were looking for. And with shocking efficiency, they took the entire room apart in just 36 hours, packed it all into 27 massive crates, and shipped it off to Königsberg Castle in Germany. And this is the last time anyone can confirm seeing it. January 1945. The tide of the war had totally turned. The Red Army was closing in fast on Königsberg, and the Nazis were scrambling. Those crates, holding the entire amber room, were seen inside the castle, probably waiting to be moved to a safer location. And then, disaster. Before the room could be moved, Allied bombers hit the city hard. Königsberg was devastated, and the castle was completely gutted by fire. When Soviet troops finally captured the city, all they found were ruins. Those 27 crates were gone, and the trail went completely cold. So after the war, the search began. And for decades now, treasure hunters, historians, even governments have been obsessed with finding the Amber Room. It's basically become a modern-day quest for the Holy Grail. This is the $500 million question, right? If the room wasn't just burned to a crisp in the castle fire, it must have been moved in those chaotic last days of the war. But where on earth could it have gone? Okay, let's break down the 3 main theories. The simplest one: it was destroyed. It just burned up in the castle fire. I mean, amber is just fossilized tree resin. It would burn pretty easily. The second theory is that it was moved just before the bombing and hidden somewhere, maybe in one of Germany's secret bunkers or deep in a salt mine. And the third, and maybe most dramatic theory, is that it was loaded onto a German ship, the Wilhelm Gustloff, which was then torpedoed and sunk in the Baltic Sea. And believe me, for decades, people have looked everywhere. Fortunes have been spent on these crazy expeditions, scouring mines, diving to shipwrecks, chasing down every rumor. And after all that time and all that money, what have they found? Almost nothing. Just a single mosaic and a chest of drawers that turned up right after the war. The room itself is still completely gone. So, after all these years, what we're left with is less of a hunt and more of an enduring legend, a true enigma. Now, here's a really amazing part of the story. It doesn't just end in ruins.
Russian artisans spent over 20 years using old black and white photos and that one surviving mosaic to create a stunning reconstruction. It opened in 2003, right back in its original spot in the Catherine Palace. It's an incredible tribute to the artistry that was lost.
But even with this beautiful replica, the mystery of the original looms huge. It's become this powerful symbol of all the priceless art that was lost in the war, a deep wound in our culture, and a ghost that still haunts the imaginations of treasure seekers all over the world. And that really leaves us with the final nagging question. Is it possible that those 27 crates are still out there somewhere, sitting in a forgotten tunnel or resting at the bottom of the sea, just waiting for someone to find them? Or did that fiery golden glow of the Amber Room simply turn to ash in the final violent days of World War II? For now, all we can do is wonder.